One thing that's also important to note is that Frosty's even content in some
Alright, I think we're good.
holding down their normal set as if he didn't
Solid.
have camo. So he was just kind of sitting there top catwalk, ready to finish up anyone.
Sure the audio's working.
And then, you know, he's not just trying to go off this one-man flank.
What's up, guys?
Happily just fighting fight out in the open, possibly getting first shot.
So I just got off work here, and I'm pumped to be back home, listening to and watching the Halo World Championships Orlando. Right now we got Optic Gaming and Renegades playing, and I'm really impressed by Renegades' ability. It's 2-0 in the series right now, but the last game they just they barely lost to Optic. 50-48, I believe, was the final score. Of course, APG, Lunchbox on this Renegade squad. Huge fans of them both. I've been watching them since, honestly, I feel like the last 10 years, play Halo since Halo 3 was out. So pumped to see that these guys are like giving Optic a good challenge here. We'll see if they're able to take game 3 here a little bit. Oh man, that was a great nade. We got the young gun Neptune on the squad too. This kid is just super impressive. I remember seeing him a few tournaments ago and just being wowed at like his skill level for being such a young player. I think he's going to be great. I think me and my friend, the only thing that we just noticed from watching him was he seems still a little bit immature, maybe a little bit of ego there, but I know for a fact I had one too, and I was immature definitely when I was his age, so hopefully, you know, with time here he can just develop that a little bit better. But I think this dude is solid. I think this dude is got a lot of talent.
What was so impressive there about that rotation after Neptune got the rocket kill over in Blue Bend is that he instantly jumped up towards snipe spawn and realized anyone who was pushing from Blue Plat over towards Catwalk is not going to be facing him. So rather than go for the full back around flank where he's going to hit someone in Blue 2 in a one-on-one fight, he decides that he's going to help his teammates kind of cut out the middleman and just go straight towards Blue Catwalk.
Yeah, I kind of agree with what the commentators were saying there too. Neptune didn't waste time trying to go on some lengthy flank. I see that happen all the time, like where people are just unaware of what the situation is, where the players actually are, and they unnecessarily just go way out of their way to try to get a flank kill. So kudos to him for just being aggressive and getting that angle on Catwalk there. It was really smart by him. Wow, don't see Royal 2 get out pistoled too often.
Again, this kid's shot is impressing me. Point after point, every single time he's just hitting incredible shots.
Renegade staying alive in this game. 3 points, all that is needed for Optic Games to complete the 3-0 sweep. APG doing a good job again to defend this stronghold. We can see 2 players. It looks like the call from Optic Gaming is
what a grenade.
The rocket launcher might have had something to say about that. Renegades pick up 2 kills here.
Renegades just has to kind of keep this one and keep him out of blue.
It's going to be up to Neptune here, the young man, to clean up this kill on Royal.
Nice. This looks like as long as they can keep Catwalk. Oh, this is close. They got it. They won. Great job, Renegades. That was impressive. Really impressive. One of my friends has been following them really closely. He's been following the scrims. He was telling me Renegades are a super solid scrim team when it comes to strongholds. So that holds to be true. Impressive win by them right there.
Game number 2 and game number 3, I felt there were so many times Renegades were completely on the back foot.
I was expecting this series to be a close one, to be honest. One of the closest we've seen to get today, and Renegades are making sure that that happens. Lunchbox 21, 15, and 17. He's still got it. And
not just him though. Neptune playing out of this world, going +10. 21 and 11 for the young gun.
Big plays coming in from both ends of the experience roster there. Obviously a very young man on one side, and Jason, I love you to bits, man, but you're an old man now. I've got to call you on it. But on the other side of things, I mean, obviously an incredible comeback from Renegades there. They, you know, did really well. They were only 3 points away from losing that game. But what happened to Optic towards the end of that? Because it's the second time towards the end of games we've seen them really look like they are struggling for control.
You know, most of the times I can usually see some of the mistakes that Optic make or all these teams make and can pinpoint like, yes, this is the one thing they did recurringly. and I couldn't really pinpoint there towards the end. It felt like there were some great plays and some great rotations from members of Renegades. So, for example, that Neptune play at the end where he got the kill at Blue Bend, that slight difference, instead of rotating in towards Blue 2.
I gotta update my friends here. Sorry, guys. Gotta give them the little text. Let them know. Renegades took game 3.
Because you know, Optic's plan there was they were going to a situation expecting that they're going to cap Blue Bend and that they were pushing 2 or 3 members towards Blue Catwalk to
game 3.
the Catwalk stronghold.
I think that was 100 to 97.
By Neptune.
Game number 4 of the series then, ladies and gentlemen. We got a series on our hands now. Capture the flag on Coliseum is going to be your game 4. The man who had a big game in the last game is going to be Lunchbox. We're starting off with him as he's pushing
Game 4 CTF or CTF.
But didn't seem to do too much as we got
Kali.
3 kills in the kill feed.
All right, let's go.
They only have 1 member alive here for the Renegade squad, and I believe that player.
Oh man, that not a good start for Renegades. You never want to lose both power weapons and give snipe to Royalty off the start of this match. That is for sure. And look at that Snakebite. I've seen him do this play so many times. He's so good at getting into that window and just getting that flag out to their silver right there. It puts people in an awkward position to either go window or go each corner. So you can see exactly right there. Someone was waiting on Optic's side for anyone to go window and look for that flag, and they just peeled them. And here you go, Frosty with the whipper. Oop. These guys are so unbelievably skilled with the sniper. Like, any of them can at any time just go off with it. It's pretty amazing.
You aren't forced to really run over there and get that touch early on unless the opposing team is putting pressure on it.
Ace is going to be cleared up high by Frosty.
Yeah, you're gonna see him looking elbow probably. Oh, he's getting a call out here. He's definitely gonna be looking into back flag elbow now. Kind of choking on this jump here, but that's all right. Yeah, definitely a confident angle to take, like the commentators are saying. It's I love doing what he just did there, going in through the window. It's easy to get picks like that. I feel like if he would have probably gotten into the window a little bit quicker, it could have gone a lot better. But otherwise, like, solid job. You've just seen Frosty be patient, listen to call outs. He knows someone's, yep, under the base there, dead. He knows one's in window, dead.
Frosty picks up 2 kills. He's keeping eyes on those rockets that have just popped as well and narrowly misses the quick scope on APG, who was moving towards
the focus like these guys have to just pay attention to the right things is absolutely amazing. It's what makes like the difference between an amazing player and someone who's just good at shooting, because they're just constantly making the best decisions, making the least amount of mistakes, and it's really more about positioning than your shot. Like, if you can be in the right places at the right time helping your teammates, like, you're able to absolutely dominate. Look at them all collapsing at the same time, singling out this guy. This guy's giving him cover fire from Cave. He just helped him, picked off that guy, and now they got to pull.
All you're looking at now is that kill feed. Bottom left, if you're seeing Optic kills, this should convert into a flag cap.
And right there, even before this flag was grabbed, you notice how Frosty and his teammate were both there in position to grab it. Look at quickly rounding that corner, getting that third.
That's what Optic Gaming does best.
3-1 victory for Optic Gaming.
Optic Gaming then clear. They close out the series. They sweep Renegades aside after a little bit of a scare in that game at number 3, but showing their dominance for sure in that Coliseum capture the flag. That was an impressive performance. That was more like the Optic, I think, that we were expecting to see in this.
Yeah, I mean, games like that just goes to show how tough of a team Optic can be and how dominant they can be. I did not feel that same sort of dominance in game number 2 or game number 3, but right there, and the kills say it all. 11 kills total for Renegades. And Royal 2 and Snakebite by themselves had more kills than that.
Yeah, Frosty only died once as well, which is always
wow,
good. Yeah.
only died once.
He only died once in that first Slayer, and he's actually pulled it off this
You know, some people sometimes really confuse that only dying like once or twice for statting, but there's always a difference. Like, if you're constantly helping your teammates, like these guys obviously are, and like paying attention, doing the right things, and you're only dying once, like, don't even ever worry about that. You just never need to. He obviously was helping out his teammate, so like stats don't always say the full story. There's plenty of times where I see people get like only 1, 2, 3 deaths, but they're doing the most work for their team and they're just playing really well. They're staying alive, and I think more people should probably focus on staying alive. more often. I see it so often at the higher level where like numbers is so important, and people just die. Like they'll be 2 dead and they just run out of their base and die, and it's like, great, now you're 3 dead. Like, what were you planning on doing there, bud? So something to focus in on if you're like maybe like you know, like an amateur gamer, or you're trying to go up to the high level. Don't stat. Make sure you're helping your team, but don't over challenge. I see so many kids just over challenge. Staying alive is so important.
They would either jump out and give a flag death early, like before they grab it, or you would have time, teams take a little bit longer, you can rotate all the way to their base and get some sort of counter pull. But right now it feels like if Renegades went for any sort of counter pull, they would just left their team a man down at their own base for defense and just got killed on their way back. So there's really no great solution there for Renegade except for getting those kills at their own base.
All right then, Optic Gaming looking very good, but we're going to send it over to Sims because he's with the captain of Optic Gaming right now. He's with Snakebite.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Fantastic work in the back as ever. We are down on the main stage. I'm here with Optic Gaming's team captain, Snakebite. Paul, I mean, I've got to say, I were expecting a 3-0. Renegades looking pretty sharp.
Yeah, they're a great team. I think, you know, the second they formed, we kind of called it, especially in a LAN environment. I think that team's going to thrive. So would have liked to get a 3-0. Eden Stronghold's not one of our best game types, but good to get a win.
Taking a glass to Snakebite.
You guys are looking for the 3-peat, going for the 3rd time Halo World Championship. Do you think it's safe to say that the talent that's in Halo 5 at the moment is definitely probably at the peak that it's been for teams and players?
Yeah, right now I think there's probably 5 or 6 teams that I think can win it. Usually there's probably a top 3 or so. So it's going to be cool. First event in a while. It's kind of a benchmark event to see which teams are really contenders.
I just want to say I'm so happy that MLG. I'm gonna bite my tongue on this. I haven't been following Halo as much as I should, but I'm almost positive that this is in Orlando and being run by MLG. If it's not, and I'm just an idiot, call me out on it for sure. But I think MLG's picking Halo back up, and I'm super stoked for that because Halo hasn't been. Yep, there he's talking about it right now.
I'm really excited, especially for tomorrow when everything, you know, we start getting more of a crowd and everyone. So it's gonna be cool to see. I'm really excited just for people to experience like an actual MLG Open. Yeah, exactly. I went to DreamHack where this t-shirt's from. We were in Denver. It was the closest thing to an MLG tournament I've ever been to. It was amazing to just be like in such a huge, enormous venue. I remember back in the AGL days, like where we were playing in just like a card game basement at like a local card shop. So it's great to see Halo get back up there into the MLG scene. I love it. I'm really happy that the franchise is moving more in a positive direction now. It's been like we were in like a recession for a while.
We got Bravo and Elamite. You know, just gotta let everyone know who you guys are. I'm sure they already know. Bravo, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say it's crazy. Kyle, I'm sure can appreciate this as well because I remember very well when Snakebite and Royal 2 were kind of the new kids on the block in Halo.
Yeah, I remember that.
So to think that they've been competing now for
I remember Snakebite competing in Halo 3, being a young kid with talent, and then going into Reach, him and Royal 2 really took off and made a name for themselves. Just really proud to see like how far they've come.
They came out and dominated for so long and only really started to lose once Royal 2 and Snakebite formed their team and picked the likes of Ogre 2 and you know, of course they rotated a lot of rosters, but those two stuck together for the long haul and they've been dominating. Worst time, you know, if they're playing bad, they get second. If they're playing good, they're obviously winning these events. It's what you've seen with their placings.
Yeah, and again, you know, we have been harping on this, but it needs to be said. This is a team going for their 3rd World Championship. There have been 3 Halo World Championships from 2016, 2017, and now 2018. And that team won all of them. So at this point now, they're building a legacy that is just one for the ages. You know, we were talking about before, right? Final boss level of
yeah. Final boss was so amazing back in the day to watch them. I came in kind of like at the end of their reign in Halo 2, but I remember just hearing about the Ogre twins when I was like 12 years old, and just like I'm 23 now, so I remember hearing about them and just like looking them up online, and back then like AOL Messenger was kind of like the thing, and I remember there was this one video where Walshy and the Ogre twins just open up their AOL messaging and just get blasted with like spam, like blasted with people messaging them. And it was just like I think that was my like first like wow moment, like when it was just like wow, there's like there's some level that gaming is going to where there's starting to be gaming celebrities. And then of course like Tom Taylor blew up, and he was like on Dr. Pepper bottles, and I was like in middle school, and I had a contract, you know, with MLG and Dr. Pepper, and so I've known for a really long time that gaming was going to be big. It's so big right now. It's going to get even bigger. I think in the future you're going to see like gaming be much bigger than the NBA, NFL, multi-billion-dollar companies. So it's really cool to have kind of been able to watch it progress through the last 10 years and just see like where it's at, and being able to go compete and have fun with it. I think in the next 15 years, you're going to start seeing these top 12, top 24 teams, especially like in more and more games that are outside of League of Legends and Counter-Strike and stuff, get paid. Like, and you're going to see way more kids just making tons of money off the tournaments, because they're going to be like invitational, and even if you just get the invite, you're getting a paycheck. So I think it's awesome to see where gaming's going. I think it's awesome to see that kids kind of have like an amazing opportunity in this new digital world to do something fun and outside of maybe typical athletics. I think it's super awesome.
197 clutching out there, and again showing the prowess of this Renegades team, Kyle, and more importantly Neptune. This young man has been playing incredibly well, and for him to go on that stage with legends in the game across the stage in a play like that, hats off to that young man. He's doing some big things. Yeah, absolutely a great pickup for that squad. And Optic Gaming, they've always been a second half game, or a second half team, I should say. They come out, you know, they might have a bad start, somebody an enemy team captures a flag, and then they come back and they close it out at that halfway point. This we saw was the opposite. We saw them come out hot, take huge leads, but then Renegades kind of bounced back in the second half of the game once they caught their footing again. So as long as Renegades is able to take a lot of learnings here from that, and you're not going to learn more than going up against Optic Gaming here. They can apply that for the rest of the tournament. And
yeah, I mean, Renegades played great against Optic Gaming. They're probably they're the reigning champs. Like, they're the people to beat. So I think Splice looks absolutely amazing. Rec looks amazing. I'm forgetting someone. Like I said, I haven't been following it as close as I should. Splice, Rec, Optic, Envy. Envy looks great. So I think those would be like my top 4 teams that I'd be picking.
Then you have Infused sitting at 1-1, the European team, really making quick work of mentality. Who comes out of Open? That is the question that we are looking to solve right now as matches are taking place in the Open bracket. Then over to Group B. Where are we here? This is Optic Gaming. Obviously, we saw them before 2-0, and usual suspects really dealing with, you know, being in a spot that I don't think that they thought that they would be in here, going up against teams such as Optic and Renegades. We're not prepared for it.
Not familiar with this usual suspects team. Looks like Latin American.
How are we This team, the Wizard, Pistola, leading the charge, 2-0.
Yeah, I heard Pistola had a monster day today. I heard he was doing great stuff. I also heard he got a haircut. He's been looking like a wizard the last few years. I think it's been awesome that he had his hair grown out. I think that's really cool, like him just embracing like what he wants to do. But apparently he has like his throwback 2010 haircut, and I really want to see it. Bring back the old vibes. Boo Boo Doo Boo, shout out to him. Jesse's such an awesome dude. Definitely, probably I'm gonna say my favorite Halo 5 player currently. Boo Boo Doo Boo. I think that kid has a great future ahead of him.
Yeah, I mean, this has been a team that's been on that borderline of breaking into the pro bracket and championship bracket and being contenders here, you know, for the top spots to place, you know, in the high money here. I don't think there's been anything that really surprised me as far as the outcomes of the groups. It's pretty much what I predicted to happen here. What has surprised me is in the fashion and what it's happened here. Optic Gaming and Renegades especially. Optic Gaming clearly the favorites to win here. Splice struggling against Infused. Infused being amazing, much better than I was anticipating.
Yeah, I heard Infused did quite well today too. I think they took a game.
But coming out, like, I feel bad for the Colombian team being in that group with Renegades and Optic Gaming. I mean, like, what do you really expect from them?
And if I'm not mistaken, right, they shouldn't even have had that spot in that group due to Shock the World having to play through open brackets. So not only do they have quite a challenge ahead of them, but one that they also couldn't even have prepared for.
Yeah, exciting matches. So, gentlemen, final thoughts on the day as we wrap things up here.
Dang. Looks like that was the last series of the day. I got back home here from work just to see if I could catch it and catch some games, talk a little bit, see what's going on. I think I don't work as late till tomorrow, so maybe you can get on here tomorrow and we'll be able to talk through some games as well. I think I should be able to get some of my friends on too, so maybe we can have a group podcast, not podcast, but group commentating chat. I think it'll be fun. I'm debating right now whether or not I should do some streaming. So I think that's the direction we're about to go. If you tuned in at all, thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for watching a little bit of Halo with me here, reminiscing. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. Keep your eyes checked. I think I might do about an hour of streaming here. So thanks, guys. I'm out.